guys, I already knew it was gonna be a pain in the hands to sand this. But I may or may not have just bought a drill. Don't judge me. Alright, well, I did a little bit of refined sanding, and now to make the pattern. Now, I did get inspired by, if I would be so kind to his Instagram, because I forgot his name. Yeah, I drew some inspiration from his work, so I'm gonna attempt to make my own. And I already did a test on a can. That's probably a bad comparison, but we're gonna see if it works. I mean, you know, you can't know until you try. All right, so I already sent this again over with a 600, refined it a bit. Now ready to just have some fun. All right, well, here's what we were trying to achieve. You see all these random lines everywhere. It's kind of hard to pick up on camera, but just like the light, how the light reflects on everything. It's just a fun, cool design. It's pretty easy to make, and it looks pretty good once you spray over that fake candy. All right, well, here's a can I painted. The camera's doing a really bad job of picking up what I'm talking about, but just take my word for it, all right? This looks sick. All right, well, I have a good feeling this isn't gonna work out the way I want it to, but let's find out. Wow, would you look at that? It actually turned out kind of nice. Well, you can't actually see it, can you? You got a lot of glare. Look at it. Look at what you just look. We really can't get a good angle of this. Take a look at that. Kaimanji logo just polished into there. Gonna look pretty fucking sick, man. Alright guys, well I decided not to get another one of these water outlets. I'm just gonna go ahead and brush this down, get all the old paint off of it, and spray some new paint and get this looking fresh. Now before we put in the water pump, we need to pre-assemble everything. And that will conclude the pre-assemble. Also, will you just take a look at this? Just look at that color. It's like damn near perfect. Actually on camera it looks off more. But in person, looks damn near perfect. It doesn't really matter because this is gonna be well hidden, but it's always nice to know that things look, you know, cleaner, I guess. I don't know. All right, so let's go ahead and start installing the water pump. All right, well, it's a good thing I caught this. I had tightened these down and noticed that the alternator did not line up 100%. So I decided to loosen them up, put the alternator on, make sure that's all lined up. Imagine if I just like finish doing all this, try to put the alternator on and just find out it doesn't align when I have everything else on. Yeah, that would be a huge letdown. Well, good thing I was able to catch that. All right, so knowing that the water pump failed, I went ahead and ordered some new silicone hoses to replace all these little bitties over here. Just like these hoses right here. Like, you know, they're old, they're getting brittle, and if you can hear that, they're just cracking already. So I thought, why not? You know, I'm here already. Let's just replace them. I do know that this is inevitably gonna break. It might be, you know, when I replace the hoses right now, or it might be, you know, 20,000 miles down the road. But I'm wondering if I should get a new one of these, but I guess I'll just run it until it breaks. I'm gonna replace that now, so I don't have to be replacing it soon. So I will just be taking the measurements and cutting accordingly. So this looks all nice and prayed up, but we're gonna disregard this over here. I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm definitely not gonna be able to get in here to mess with a clamp. Like, I can cut it off, but it might be easier from below, but I don't even have a jack right now. Like, I'm missing so many tools that I used to have because I left a lot of stuff behind back in Texas, but we're gonna make do with what we got, and I'll replace that when the time comes. Hopefully that will be whenever I pull out the engine for who knows what, it's painting the engine bay or whatever. All right, I've been wanting to do this for like, what, 3 years? I think I'm finally gonna delete the cruise control module and everything, because I mean, I have no use for it. It's just an extra ugly box in the way and all the junk there. An extra cable, like, I don't need it. Clean up the bay a little bit, you know? Just be gone. And I guess I'll take care of that right before I put the valve covers back on. They're sitting over there. And yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and put on the valve covers now. I did get some new hardware, new bolts and washers. Those washers go bad surprisingly fast. I replaced them maybe early last year. Alright, boys, valve covers are installed. I think that's what I'm gonna call it for today. I already got new connectors in the way, but just look at this. There's supposed to be a plastic insert in here. Look at that. Destroyed. These things are so brittle. Watch, I can't even crush my hand. Like nothing. Yeah, so that piece just probably fell on my turbo, but we will continue this in a second. Alright, it's a new day, and I've been thinking I should probably get some new plugs while I'm here. I'll get that later. I really wish I had an air compressor right now, because if you can see in there's a lot of debris. I just want to blow that out, but I don't have a compressor or anything. So maybe some can air will work, I don't know. But today, we're going to start off with trying to put all this junk back on the timing belt and whatnot. Probably give this a little clean. I was thinking about polishing it, but I'm pretty sure it's just regular steel underneath, and I don't want that to rust. So I'll just give it a good wipe. Alright, well, let's get to it. All right, well, a lot of things are back on now. Cover, alternator, and the gears didn't come out quite as good as I wanted them to, but it's a little better. I also want to get a new one of these clear covers because polishing this is just not coming out that good. I already did it once before, but you can only do so much, and I'm already scratching it more. You know, go something like that. And since I went 2J water pump, I had to get a new pulley, of course. So I got this one, it's anodized black from Drift Motion. Nice billet aluminum. If I can figure out how to get on here. Goes like that. But we're gonna go ahead and put the crank pulley back on. Jesus, this thing's heavy as hell. Alright, well, I can be telling you what to torque this to and whatnot, but from my research, everyone always thinks differently. Some people say this, some people say that. I'm just gonna go with what I've been going with the whole time. It's been working for me. But to save everyone from calling me out, we're just gonna keep that night going. Actually, you know, going in small increments is something you want to take your time on and do, because if you do that, you're less likely to break something. If you do everything in small increments, you'll make sure that nothing is seizing up and you're actually getting to the foot-pounds you're looking for. All right. That's all good and welcome tight. All right. I forgot to put on the water outlet, but shouldn't be a problem. I just undid the alternator a little bit and I should have enough room to just get my hand somewhere in there. Alright, so next thing I want to do is cut the fan shroud to make it fit on the radiator, but first I need to finish removing the lines from the old hydro pump. Man, all this thing is on there. Oh yeah, I forgot I had this LED here. I can delete that while I'm at it. Get this trash out of here. Alright, so I bought one of these flex light fans. This is rated for 3300 CFMs, so should do the job quite well. It comes with this shroud. I've measured it and it was supposed to like barely fit, but it's a little bit, bigger as you can see. So I guess I'm gonna have to do some trimming. So I guess I'm gonna mark some areas. It's a little cutting. Didn't want to do it, but gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Alright, so I finished wiring everything. Now I'm going to replace the connectors like I showed you before. These are new ones. So look at that. Very nice and not brittle. I can squeeze them and they flex. Unlike those, I barely sneeze on them and they break. So we're going to do that real quick And yeah, should be ready to start. Alright, you probably can't tell, but it's really smoky in here. The car finally started. Yeah, I was struggling. I don't know if it just got flooded for some reason. Unknown. But here's the wiring. Here's a box that goes to the fan. This is hooked up. The prong is in there. I hope that's how it goes. If not, I just punctured the radiator. I need to fill it up with some distilled water and that coolant cleaner thing, whatever it is. Crack the garage open so I don't just smoke the shit out of this place. Yeah, you're also probably wondering why I have that and that connected, because it wasn't starting. So I was like, just maybe it didn't like not having those connected. So I'm gonna start it and then disconnect those, make sure that wasn't the problem. Which I highly doubt it would be. Anyways, let's go. I have a fear that it might leak from that little tiny little pipe there, but I don't know. We'll find out. I really hope nothing leaks, because it's gonna be such a headache just to take everything all the way back off and figure out why it's leaking. But I should have done it right. If I didn't do it right, I don't know how it would even bolt on back together. Alright, enough of the rambling. Let's put the water in. Alright, so we're just waiting for the temperatures to go up. So far no leaks, but the thermostat has not opened yet. Temperature is climbing. Heater is off for now until the thermostat kicks open. Hopefully it does. Still bubbling. Oh, it stopped just as I said that. Well, I hope that pump is working. You feel the heat starting to come through here. Not yet on the hose. Right here. Not the bottom pipe, of course, because the thermostat is still closed. Pretty nervous about all this. I hope it turns out good. Oh man. Guess I'm just gonna sit in here and just watch the temperature climb. Okay, update. I am leaking, and it looks like it's coming from the thermostat outlet, so that's a good sign. I did not want it to come out from there. The thermostat will be a lot easier to fix. Oh, I think the thermostat is opening up. We're still good. Fan is still off. Oh, fan just came on. Nice. Okay guys, I kid you not, this fan is working so good that it stayed cold over here, right? So I had to bump this up, that way the fan would turn on at a later time, because the heat, I would feel the heat would get up to here, that fan would turn on, and it would dissipate that heat so good that it just kept coming out cold on this side. That's quite bizarre to me. But now as I raise it up, I can feel the heat coming on that side. And yeah, we're looking really good over here. Yeah, I'm quite happy. I just wanted to get like a Defi gauge so I can monitor my temperature exactly instead of having just to rely on that gauge being in the middle or hot or cold. But soon. Actually, I forgot that I didn't have the heater running. I should probably also check the volts on here, make sure everything's charging correctly. Everything's looking good so far, other than that leak in the thermostat outlet area. Finally got some working heater again. Well, looks like everything's pretty good. All right, so I got tired of this old, disgusting radiator cap. So your boy went ahead and did a thing. If I could not stutter. Don't worry, it's stuttering with excitement. Now behold, wham! Let's do it again. Wha-bam! Let's try it again. Shazam! Blizzam! Blizzam! Here we go, guys. We got the nice Blitz radiator cap. Now, this is rated for like a few more PSI, so I hope it doesn't kill me. You know, I wanted to get an HKS one, but they didn't have one in this style. It had a Type 2, which is like recoil rads and whatnot. So I was like, this has to do. Just put that on there. And wow, that just completes the look a lot more. Oh yeah, the cinch base started to look a little bit better. You know, with the cruise control's elite. I still need to clean all the dust off. And in due time, this thing will look better and prettier. Not with these ugly brackets here, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Yeah, but that's probably where I'm gonna have to wrap it up. Next video, you'll be seeing some driving. I'm gonna go ahead and fix that leak and replace spark plugs. Yeah, we're gonna go do a road test after that. I want to thank you guys for watching. Check out Labo and Kamimaji.com, and we'll catch you later. See you next one.